So today's lesson, everyone, is going to be about parallel lines and their four transversal relationships. The first transversal relationship is alternate interior, so 4 and 6 and 3 and 5. Then we're going to talk about alternate exterior, which is 1 and 7 and 2 and 8. Corresponding, top left, 1 and 5, 2 and 6. This one has 4 relationships, so you got to keep going. 3 and 7, 4 and 8. Consecutive interior angles. These are the ones right next to each other with no lines intersecting them. And I made a nice slide here to demonstrate exactly what I'm looking for when we go here. So alternate interior are 4 and 6, 3 and 5. We have the 2 relationships. For this one, alternate exterior, the 4 relationships are corresponding. The 2 relationships related to consecutive interior. Next, we are going to discuss slide 23. So on slide 23, we went into a little depth. If I gave you a shape, so let's call it, let's say we're doing this shape right here. And I want to talk about all the angles inside of here. All I need to give you is one angle. And from that one angle, you are actually going to be able to do all the math for all the other angles. 70, 70, 110, 110, 110. So if I give you one angle for these, and they're both parallel lines, you will be able to say, because corresponding angles are congruent, you can say that if that's 70 on the top, the bottom right is going to be 70, because corresponding angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles, if that's 110, that's 110. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Now, due to that rule, we can now fill in every single angle. 110, vertical angles are congruent, that's 110. Vertical angles are congruent, that's 110. This becomes 70 because straight lines are always supplementary. 70, 70. Vertical angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. 70. And then the last one, vertical angles are congruent. 70. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. 70 in this bottom 70. And that's going to come to play later when we do examples. The last one is consecutive. Notice how these consecutive ones always equal 180. That's the only one. It's the weird one. It's the only one that equals 180. It's consecutive interior, right? They can hear you. All right, let's do an example. So in this example, I'm giving you the top right and the top left and the bottom right. Those are considered alternate exterior angles. And alternate exterior angles are congruent. Because they're congruent, I'm going to say find x and then find all the angles. So x becomes 15 because you can now set. The reason why it's 15 is you can set this angle equal to this one. So 5x minus 5 equals 6x minus 20. And then you solve and you get x equals 15. Plug 15 in, you get 70. And that's how you fill in everything that goes into these.